Hello everyone, my name is Chief Lanlis. Welcome back to another episode of my Halo 4 news videos. We're covering the weekly updates from this week's Halo Waypoint Bulletin. As always, you can read along by following the link down below in the description. And without further ado, we have tons of things to get into, so I don't want to waste your time. Let's dive right on into this bulletin. As always, we will have another episode of Spartan Ops, in this case Spartan Ops episode 8 to be released, along with 5 brand new missions in that Spartan Ops episode. This will be released February 4th, this upcoming Monday. Now please keep in mind that this week's Monday's update was accidentally released 6 hours early, so don't expect that to happen again. That was a little bit of an extra accidental treat. In regards to playlist updates, expect Team Doubles to be released this Monday with 3 different variants. There will be Infinity Doubles, Doubles Pro, and CTF Doubles. Now let's dive on into each of these 3 different variants within the Team Doubles playlist. As you can expect, Infinity Doubles will be similar to Infinity Slayer. It'll just be 2v2 format. In this variant, players have the ability to choose their custom loadout. Instant respawn and radar will be enabled, and personal ordinances will kick off at the traditional 70-point mark, but options will be slightly tweaked for the Team Doubles variants, and the games will be played up until 300 points. For Doubles Pro, it will be relatively similar to Infinity Doubles. The score limit will be the same as Infinity Doubles. It will go up to 300 points. But radar, personal ordnance, and instant respawn will be disabled, and the in-game loadouts will restrict you to the following style of loadouts: DMR Magnum with no armor abilities, the tactical package of resupply, and support upgrade of dexterity. Now, everything is going to be relatively similar in these loadouts. The only difference will be the primary weapons. So for loadout 2, it will be BR Magnum, again, no armor abilities, resupply, and dexterity. Loadout 3, the only difference will be the light rifle, and for loadout 4 will be the carbine. Now for CTF Doubles, this will be obviously 2v2 playout. Custom loadouts will be enabled along with radar. Respawn time will be set to 10 seconds, and the flag settings will be optimized for these small maps and small teams. There will be 5 flags to win, the 3-second return time, and 15-second reset time. And lastly, your flag does not have to be home to score. For this Team Doubles playlist and the 3 different variants within the said playlist, they have not finalized the map listings, but they have stated that Haven, Abandoned, and Soulless will be a part of this playlist, but slightly modified versions. This is to allow for those split-screen players to have the best and most comfortable experience while playing this playlist. They've also have plans to offer some of the best community forged maps in this playlist and continue to update the map pool on a regular basis to keep everything fresh. In regards to other playlist news, the Capture the Flag playlist will be receiving some updates. For starters, they'll be adding the maps Relay and Exile to the playlist, and the flag reset time for smaller maps such as Adrift, Abandoned, Soulless, and Relay will be dropped down to 15 seconds to accommodate for this smaller map size. There is still some bigger news to come to this playlist, as they are going to add the Infinity CTF game variant to the playlist. This allows you to call in personal ordnance to add some variety in power-ups, weapons, stuff like that, just adding total chaos to the game type that is Capture the Flag. And they are mindful in the fact that there's a lot of points associated with objective play, so basically they have stated that someone who scores and captures the flag will immediately be rewarded with a personal ordnance instead of just the pat on the back saying, good job. Other than that, you're getting nothing when you did score the flag. So this should be a lot of fun to play. Also on this Monday, the February 4th, expect the release of the final 2 specializations, therefore effectively removing the SR limit cap to those regular edition owners. Now you'll be able to finally reach SR 130 after some long time put into these specializations. The Rogue and Tracker specializations are the final 2 to be released. The Rogue one gives you the Stability Armor mod, which allows users to increase their aiming stability while being fired upon, and I absolutely love this Stability Armor modification. When you use Tracker and finally finish that specialization, you'll be rewarded with the Requisition Armor modification, which allows users the ability to recall their own ordnance requests in order to require more helpful weapons in the field. So essentially it allows you to re-roll your personal ordnance before you call it in. So it adds the option to hit up on the D-pad to re-roll it and give you 3 new options down below to call on in. If you haven't already been waiting for these final 2 specializations, now that all of them will be released this February 4th, I suggest you go watch a video of mine. I'll put an annotation on screen. It is a specialization unlock guide where I break down the specialization and give you details on what this specialization is offered to you guys in the end, whether it be in the form of a tactical package or a support upgrade. So therefore you can better pick and organize and pick at order of the specializations that you do want to choose and progress through, because you're going to have to stick with that specialization for 10 levels, and that may take some time, so hopefully you choose the right ones first. So hopefully you guys find that video helpful. Unfortunately, with all this great news that's coming to all these playlists, unfortunately something has to give, and that is that the Community Forge playlist will take a break and it will disappear once they introduce Team Doubles this coming Monday. But Team Doubles will actually incorporate and feature some of those maps we have been playing with updates, of course, from the feedback that we have given them, and they will be seen in the Team Doubles playlist. They also stated that they plan to bring back the Community Forge playlist back at a later date with some newer maps, more team sizes, and different game types. Finally, for the last bit of playlist news information, I know there is a lot in this bulletin, but this is in regards to a competitive playlist information. Now, a few days ago, 343 Industries Matchmaking Systems team made a post in the forums giving some details in regards to a competitive playlist. They have since decided to call it Team Throwdown, as opposed to many people asking for it to be called Team Hardcore. This will be released before the release of CSR in April, so expect it somewhere in mid-February. This playlist will feature heavily modified and altered versions of Slayer, CTF, Extraction, and King of the Hill. They have also stated that they envision this playlist to be the go-to place for competitive play and the best place to get your level 50 CSR rank in. So far, the settings details within this playlist involve it is going to be a 4v4 playlist. There will be preset game loadouts, there will be forced respawn timers, there will be no instant respawn, ordnance on resupply timers, join in progress will be off, there will be no split screen play, friendly fire will be on, max party size will be 4 with big team party matches enforced, and no guests will be allowed. Now I know that is a lot of playlist information, so I'll summarize it in a post on my website down below. There will be a link down there highlighting all this juicy details for you guys, so you can always go check back if you happen to forget anything, because there's a lot of information in this bulletin, and it doesn't end there. For the last two remaining bits of Halo 4 news for you guys, if you guys haven't noticed, as of yesterday, January 29th, the in-game portion of the file share system has been activated and fully functional in Halo 4, so start searching for those most popular game types and maps and creations out there within the community. It's about time. Unfortunately, we still have to wait for the web version of the file share system. Expect that to be released sometime in late February. And for the final bit of information, expect the Games on Demand version of Halo 4 if you want the digital version of Halo 4, if you hate swapping out discs within the Xbox. I really wish they would put in a multi-disc changer for the Xbox or something in the future, but expect the Games on Demand version starting in February 5th, and that is actually in 6 days. So other than that, that has been a very jam-packed news week for Halo 4. If you guys want to reread, if you happen to forgot anything, I'll put the highlighted version on my website, which is chieflandless.com. Go check it out there. That is also where you can submit your clips for my top 5 series that I do on occasion, but keep in mind, I'm a university student trying to work part-time and try to do YouTube and try to have a social life, so sometimes things do have to give. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. My name is Chief Landless. If you want to leave a like or a favorite, it greatly helps out my channel. Subscribe if you haven't already for the latest in Halo 4 news content, you name it. My name is Chief Landless, and I'm signing out.